Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be explaining why I think hardcore would be a good mode for Polizy zombies. Now, I do think this would be a good mode because it would satisfy the endgame players and any new players that become endgame players, so don't use that as an excuse. Um, but I want to get into depth with it this video. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the difficulty on it. So, obviously spawn in. So this would be basically a pre-attachment update, but not pre-attachment update, if you get what I mean. You'd spawn in with just the B9, the starting pistol, and you would, the perk limit would be 4 or 5, so you'd actually have to, like, be careful with the perks you buy. You gotta get strategy, and you gotta figure out which ones you like the most. There wouldn't be difficulties, like there wouldn't be easy, medium, it'd be one single difficulty with no rarities, so you'd basically just be playing a game. So like all guns have their own stats, obviously, they still do, but rarities are removed. Zombies have a certain amount of health, so like, I think that would be really good, considering it would give something fresh for the game. It would give challenge and like new goals for players, like get to a specific round, do this, that, the other thing. And I do think that the higher wave you go, instead of there being like 1,000 zombies, I think what should happen is the zombies, so like after around like 30 or 40, the zombie counters, instead of going up extremely high like it typically does in the normal game, it would slowly raise, but the zombies like have a lot more damage, a lot more health, and some of them have super spinners, so that could work either by them barely, like the number barely going up in zombie count, or it goes down a little bit and slowly goes back up and up and up, so it isn't like 1,000 super sprinters around. But I do think that the zombies should like have that type of thing, especially if there were to be like a hardcore slash classic mode for this game. Next thing I want to talk about is pets. Now, I don't think pets should be in this difficulty if it was ever added, because that would just kind of ruin the point of the mode. So there'd be no pets, no rarities, obviously no buffs, and it'd just be the default gun you get from the box. Not from the box, you start with the B9, you can get guns from the box. Things keep their price, and it's hard to get points. Like, it's harder to get points than it already is. So you have to maneuver. It doesn't have to be harder, it could still be the same, but you don't want to go down and lose all your perks and immediately get it back. I mean, you could, but there has to be challenge to this. It's already gonna be challenging though, so I guess you could keep the points like that. But I do think that, sorry, I lost my train of thought. We're just gonna continue. So if this mode was added, like I said before, perks you'd have to maneuver with them, but that would also be cool if there was an addition to the perks, like I said last video, full trade, blood wolf, mule kick, revive. I don't know if I just said that already. It would add variety and diversity to the mode. Like, what do I have to get? What is important to me? What is, like, if you have 4 to 5 perks, it's going to be like an actual challenge to pick, or there could be less perks, but like every perk has a meaning, and if you were to get the amount of perks that there is, then like the perks that I just listed would have a meaning too. So that would definitely make the game more enjoyable, harder, and more of a challenge. And you could make this mode technically for new players too. It could be for anybody, like unlocked immediately or a certain level. But having no difficulties, having you spawn with the pistol, you have 2 guns, you can mule kick, obviously. That'd be cool. And another thing I want to talk about, specifically what I said last video, mule kick. So for a classic slash hardcore type mode, your ammo would be lowered. So you wouldn't have 1,000 bullets for specific guns, so mule kick would be pointless. You would have only a couple mags. The ammo crate could either be a lot more expensive or a certain amount of uses per round to make it balanced. Because you want to have that aspect where you have to keep respinning, like not respinning, but like you could have like your main gun and then like a side gun you have to keep respinning from the box, or like 2 guns if you have mule kick, you'll have your 2 main guns. Once they're out of ammo, you use that 3rd gun that you got from the box, and if it runs out of ammo, if you have enough points, you can just buy another box gun and pack a bunch, or just buy another box gun and use it until you're out of ammo again. So ammo wouldn't necessarily be a problem, considering you know like either 3 times or it's a lot more expensive. Specifically if it was like pack a punch or something, but I think that would be too complicated. So I think that would be another cool factor to the difficulty. Next thing I want to talk about is attachments. Now, I don't think attachments should be in this mode. I think that it should just be the base gun, the raw gun, no attachments, no nothing, just the gun itself, its base stats, and because like everything's balanced pre-attachments. And if anything isn't, well, that's not my problem. So it would be cool to have also, because you'll just have the gun like itself, no optics, no mags. Plus, if you want attachments, just go play the base game with the base difficulties. Um, I do think that they could balance out the hardcore mode so that it is bearable with no attachments, without really much of anything. Yeah, I do think that would make it a lot more interesting in that way, because you just have the gun. Zombies have a certain difficulty. Like, there isn't like easy, medium, or hard, so it's confusing. It's just one set difficulty, and that would bring a lot of challenge and fun to the game. Next I want to talk about is, so obviously gas zombies, and hazmat zombies, they do a lot of damage to you. The gas zombies and hazmats and spitters, and just any, like fire zombies too, they all do a lot of damage to you base. So I think that their damage should be lowered for the mode, and definitely have some changes to that so it's more fair, so you don't die instantly, or it's like you need a specific perk like Jug to get. I'm about to die. What the? That would make it a little easier and make it more, like, make more sense in that aspect of things. So it's not like you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to like constantly be running, and that would make it a lot cooler. The difficulty should feel rewarding, so like there could be set challenges for it, set like things to make it more grindable. Like there should be goals, but after a while it probably would get boring. Just like if you play the base game for long enough, you've done basically everything. Like there isn't really anything to go for. So there could be like updates and objectives and secret objectives for that, to get like camos or something, or even like lobby items, which would be cool. Another thing I think should be done for the hardcore mode is the less pop-ups, like, you know, the health thing right there, less of those. Max ammos could probably stay the same, they're rare anyways, but you don't want people like getting many of those and then running out of ammo, so it could stay the same. Gold, you could probably get rid of that. You could add different power-ups too, so like nukes, or very rare chances for insta-kills or whatnot, or this, that, the other thing. You guys know how power-ups work in zombies, so that'd be a cool idea for it too, to like make it a little easier, since it'd probably already be very challenging enough, so adding power-ups to make it easier would be like very cool in a way. So if you guys think of anything else that could be cool for this mode or added to the mode, comment down below what you guys think. And in the next video, which I'm going to be posting tonight, I'm going to be talking about why gobble gum would fit the game. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and see y'all in the next video. Peace.